5 together.
The last
Game 1.
5.
Yeah,
Time
so
in.
it's you know,
0-0.
and I love working with both of you, and just seeing Chris and Terry, and I'm sure that they will show their faces around here going forward. But I know it's bittersweet because they're ready to give up the workload, but the emotional, sentimental part of it is going to be tough.
Absolutely. And as we turn our focus to this match, just gentlemen, it has been a true pleasure to work with you as well. You're ultimate professionals and a lot of fun.
Well, I'm professional sometimes.
I think that's what keeps it entertaining, is that we're not always so professional.
A little unlucky there from Diascu, but yeah, Terry and Chris have been a big reason for us with pickleball, but me specifically with commentary. They gave me a shot here in 2019 with you guys, and it's gone from there. Now I do it full time.
Oh, the put away there. Well, and I mean, it's not even necessarily about that, but I mean, would we even have the potential to have jobs if it wasn't for Terry and Chris? I mean, this tournament really, it was the launching point of pickleball explosion.
Absolutely.
Most people don't realize pickleball's been around since 1965. It's just in 2016 that this tournament came in and kind of put some lighter fluid on it.
It's interesting when we talk about it all the time, but you go from the women's game to the men's game, and the men's game is much slower than the women's game, but it's not with the lack of power by any means. It's the respect of the hands between all 4 players in this, and we just saw the setup and the strategy has to be so precise.
Both sides showing a ton of patience, just waiting for that opportunity. Johnson with the speed up.
And I'm glad he sped it up because I was about to be hypnotized.
Well, it was the ball from Frazier that created the dead dink from Tadio that just sat there in the middle of the kitchen, gave Johnson the opportunity to speed it up in the body of Diascu.
The speed up by Johnson, and then Diascu able to keep it in.
Johnson thought that ball was going to go out. He had an opportunity to attack it a second time, chose to let it go, and it lands in. Good defense from Diascu.
0-1-1.
Quick hands by Andre. And Andre gets out of the way. It goes out of bounds.
And a really nice leave by him, and not that easy considering his height for sure.
He has to duck pretty quickly. But we're seeing a target there for Diascu on Dylan Frazier. He's elevating it. Going into that right shoulder.
Johnson late getting to that one. And Andre and Gable going front 2-1. The other thing with the patience here is, you go to the pickleball court, and you may be able to hit, dinks for a minute, but it's
Dinking's not as easy as being aggressive.
Right, and but somebody ultimately, on your local court, there's going to be an unforced error, but here it's like, they can just do it all day.
Yeah.
Look at that. Somebody just waiting for one that they can attack. And instead we do get an unforced error.
Well, and that's the backwards part of pickleball, right? It is so much easier to be more aggressive and hit the ball harder, but you're only dropping a ball, in reality, 5 feet. You have an area to drop it in 5 feet from the net.
Right now, a timeout going to be taken by Frazier and Johnson, who've fallen behind 5-1 here in game 1.
Pickleball Channel is proud to bring you all the action from Naples, Florida of the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. More great content is on the way. Matches, tips, instruction, inspiring stories, and more. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow on all your favorite social media platforms and at pickleballchannel.com.
A look at the vendors tent area here in Naples, Florida. I walked through there a short time ago, guys, and it is spilled out. It doesn't all fit in the tent anymore.
No, there's a lot going on there, and a lot of specials going on there, a lot of things that people don't necessarily have access to on any kind of regular basis, and a lot of paddles, shoes, apparel.
Well, and this is also the place where a lot of the companies release their new paddles. Yola just released their Gen 3. Paddle Tech has released new paddles here over the years. They come out with their commemorative U.S. Open paddle.
Out of the timeout. Diescu and Tardio continue to control the serve.
Look out, cameraman.
Yep, they continue to score the points. Now 6-1.
6-1-1.
We see this one coming right at the camera.
6-1-1.
It's a big camera. He's okay.
Oh, he got a paddle on it, but couldn't bring it back in. Good angle there from Diescu. And Diescu and Tardio starting to make a nice little run.
7-1-1.
They're hitting good spots, putting good pressure on Johnson and Frazier.
And that will only take it to the second serve as Tardio pulled off 7 straight points on his serves.
Oh, a little rush there from Tardio. Lost some patience. That ball was a little bit too close to the body, almost behind him. Tough to keep in the court from that angle.
Oh, that is certainly not easy, folks. Going backwards and then hitting the overhead.
Oh, getting it to land at the feet of Diescu right there as well. Tough angle.
2-7-1.
And the speed up by Diescu. Frazier hits it long. Move to 2-7-2.
2-7-2. Right out.
Inside out, back over to Andre and Gabe. Does Dylan Frazier have his own logo on his shorts? Is that
He
it?
does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Team Dylan Frazier. However, the logo, the way it reads, is DTF, but it is Team Dylan Frazier.
Good for him.
And that serve was long.
So Frazier and Johnson will get the serve back.
2-7-1.
Quick hands by JW.
Yeah, Taddeo started that attack right there. Attacked twice, but he slid over thinking Diascu was going to step in with the forehand.
Second serve.
That ball just sitting up a little too high.
3-7-2.
And Gabriel Tardio was pretty impressed with himself on that shot.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to stay in, but then it got down.
What saved him is that he went right at that back corner, 3 feet on either side of that corner, and that ball's out. Went to the longest and deepest part of the court. And that ball sailed just deep.
So 7-3-2.
Again, we're seeing that spot from Diascu, and the vulnerability of Dylan Frazier is one spot, and that's from the right hip to the right armpit. And we're seeing Diascu hit that over and over again.
Great job getting that, and then Diascu tried to keep it going, but instead it will be a side out.
Oh, this time changes it up because Frazier went to that right hip. Diascu read it perfectly. Took it back on the backhand side.
So Frazier takes over, 22 years old, out of Columbia, Missouri. And his teammate hits a winner.
Dylan Frazier, also another player that's played here at the U.S. Open as an amateur.
Yep.
Certainly meddling in the amateur ranks.
2019.
He is all in on the pickleball world. And another impressive shot by Johnson. Now, the questionnaire he sent back to me said, I said, after this day of competition ends, you're most likely to be found. He said, on an airplane to the next tournament.
Timeout receivers, 5-8-2, 1 minute.
Pickleball Channel is proud to bring you all the action from Naples, Florida of the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. More great content is on the way. Matches, tips, instruction, inspiring stories, and more. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow on all your favorite social media platforms and at pickleballchannel.com.
Receivers, 1 timeout remaining. Servers, 1 timeout.
So 5-8-2 out of the timeout. Into the net, we're 1 point closer.
6-8-2.
This time, Dylan Frazier squats down, perfect scorpion.
I was going to ask you, you've had a scorpion. The camera was here in my way.
Yeah.
That was a textbook scorpion. ATP, nicely defended by Tardio. And unforced error to force the side out. By the way, again, we're on CBS Sports Network. I think most people know pickleball by now, but there may be some things with the new audience. ATP stands for around the post, and you don't have to hit the ball over the net. You just have to hit it back into the other side's area of play.
Got away with run right there. J.W. Johnson maybe half a step late on the Tardio offensive lob.
JW would like that one back. And Tardio down the line.
Just missed wide. Tardio trying to get that drive off.
9-7-2.
9-7-2. And back over to Frazier and J.W. Johnson. And you can see both sides using stacking pretty regularly in this match as well. It's
something that you usually just saw a lot, back several years ago in mixed doubles. Now we're seeing it a lot more in men's and women's doubles, Chad.
Yeah, either mixed doubles or if you got a righty-lefty combination. Now we're having players are becoming more side proficient as far as, Tardio is a much better right side player. And Diescu is the left side, predominant left side player, and is aggressive, has an excellent counter with the forehand and better on the backhand dink. So we're seeing players now that are focusing on one side over the other.
And the only rules as it pertains to where you need to be on the court, or where you are to set up to receive, and where you are set up for the serve, and who the server is. Once the ball's in play, you can be anywhere you want on the court. And we are tied at 9-9.
Pickleball Channel is proud to bring you all the action from Naples, Florida of the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. More great content is on the way. Matches, tips, instruction, inspiring stories, and more. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow on all your favorite social media platforms and at pickleballchannel.com.
We've got new blood here. J.W. Johnson, he's going to have some staying power.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, he hasn't even reached the top of his level yet, and he's already, shown that he's one of the most dominant players in all of pickleball. And the partnership between he and Dylan have made them tops about #2 in the world.
Quick hands by Diescu to get it to the second server. And we talked about, what a family affair this is. Dylan says his favorite pickleball experience was winning a gold medal with his mom at a tournament in Punta Gorda.
There's nothing more special than winning anything with your parents.
Oh, good counterattack there from Gabe Tardio. Quick to get on top of that.
9-9-1.
So serve will go back over to Andre and Gabe at 9-9. And they are 1 point away from taking game one. Ooh.
Thought Diascu and Taddeo were in trouble right there. Frazier and Johnson were able to get on top, but Diascu hitting left hip, right hip on Johnson.
Second serve.
Wasted opportunity as the serve sails long. So move to 10-9-2. This is game point number 2. All she wrote for game 1.
An excellent finish there from Gabe Taddeo. Diascu started the firefight, and then Taddeo got on top of the last one, split it through the middle. So they got out to an early lead. Dylan Frazier and J.W. Johnson crawled and got their way back into it. But Diascu and Taddeo, strong finish when they needed it.
One more game needed for them. Will this thing go 3? We'll have game 2 coming your way after this timeout from Naples, Florida.
There's nothing like the energy you get when you come into this park and everything starts humming throughout the day.
The enthusiasm here is like nothing else.
There's not a better stage in pickleball than this court. This is my favorite place, as you know, on earth to play. The energy, the electricity around here is second to none.
You came here last year for the U.S. Open. You fell in love with the area.
I love this place. It is a beautiful, wonderful place to be.
Of this moment to be on this final Saturday at Naples.
For me, it's the best tournament of the year. The atmosphere, the people, they're dancing, the music's going, they're having fun. This is what we play for. This is it.
This is a phenomenal tournament. Chris and Terry, thank you so much for everything you do.
The U.S. Open is so much fun. It is awesome because of Chris, Yvonne, and Terry Graham.
I've come back year after year because of Chris and Terry. They're so appreciative of what we do, the volunteers. I'm just delighted to be a part of it.
We're very grateful for what they've done for us. They really helped transition and help pickleball be the professional worldwide phenomenon that it is.
When I think of Chris and Terry, a smile always just comes to my face. They are the leaders in the industry, and I'm just so proud to call them my friends.
Chris and Terry are some of our dearest friends, and we have truly enjoyed working with them at every U.S. Open. They are true family, and we're going to miss them so much.
Chris and Terry, thank you so much for everything. I'm going to miss you.
Chris and Terry has given me a chance of a lifetime, and I thank you.
Congratulations. We just want to say great job.
Thank you very much. Thanks so much, Rusty. This has been a heck of a party.
Well, you would expect in a game that was decided 11-9, the numbers might be pretty similar, and indeed that is the case.
Yeah, it was a pretty, even match, as we can see by the numbers here. And I think we'll expect to see much more of the same. Lots of patience, lots of dinking, just looking for an opportunity or an unforced error.
During the timeout, a tribute video to Terry Graham and Chris Yvonne was played, and they got a standing ovation. Will this be the final game of the Chris and Terry era, or will there be a third? We know it's the final match either way.
Good reach in and speed up there from Taddeo, and the finish from Diascu going into the body of Johnson and Frazier. Oh, similar start to game 1. Johnson missed a couple of balls off the net cord, pulled it out, trying to do a little too much, and they're coming out flat. Yeah, Johnson lost his balance there. Was hoping for the winner, but again caught the net cord. Correct me if I'm wrong, David. I think Andre Diascu and Gabe Taddeo went up 7-1 in game one.
They did. They ran off 7 straight points on their second service opportunity of that one. And then Dylan and JW bet all the way back to get it to 9 apiece.
0-3-1.
Speed up with a flick of the wrist. It was a mini speed up, but it was effective for Dylan.
Yeah, that's all about the spot right there. Frazier goes crossbody right into the right hip of Diascu, who's sitting a little more backhand, protecting that line. Another good spot there from Frazier. This time elevating it, forcing Diascu to hit down on top of it.
Nice attack by Frazier.
And Frazier seems to be looking for earlier opportunities to be able to attack the ball more so than in game one.
Well, in the last couple of times that I've watched Johnson and Frazier play against Diascu and Taddeo, once they set the tempo and a little bit faster pace, that was when Frazier and Johnson were able to have some success. That slower pace, patient game works to Diascu and Taddeo's favor a lot more.
Unforced error there to get the ball back for Diascu and Taddeo.
3-3-1.
And then Frazier dispenses of it.
Again, Frazier and Johnson taking the opportunity to be the aggressors, set the tempo, that faster pace. Get that last ball down to the feet of Taddeo. Oh, that was a sitter. And Johnson trying to go for the body of Diascu. Just missed. That's not the side out that Johnson and Frazier want right there.
Ooh, Johnson right into the midsection of Diascu.
And it's Taddeo that started that.
3-3-2.
Quick speed up at the hands of Johnson and Frazier, just too good.
And then Johnson plays the angle, and Diascu and Taddeo didn't really look like they were too excited about being on opposite sides there. And that opportunity is taken advantage of by Dylan and JW. They get the serve back here, 3-3.
And it looks like Tardio and Deasco are looking to step up and be a little bit more aggressive themselves in this game number 2.
9 straight serves combined now without a point. Make it 10 straight. Who can find some rhythm first?
That ball just out. A little flat coming off the counter attack there from J.W. Johnson.
4-3-1.
Oh, great defense to keep it alive. Oh, how good is that? J.W. and Dylan. The defense turns into offense.
J.W. Johnson was dead to right, and then somehow he got a paddle on it, got it back over, and they just flipped the script. That ball certainly that floated was certainly not what J.W. Johnson was trying to do.
A little bit deep there.
Yeah, nice lead by Tardio and Deasco, getting him another point, going up 5-3.
Oh, just out. Last minute decision there for Tardio, sorry.
Haven't seen a lot of lobs in this match. Unfortunate for Tardio.
Johnson just sitting, waiting for that overhead. Tardio just catches a little too much net cord.
4-5-1.
Chance to get even here.
Second serve.
And instead we'll go to the second serve.
Four, 5-2.
JW didn't even have to move the feet that much on that one.
Yeah, another good reach in and speed up there from Dylan Frazier. Sets up Johnson nicely for the put away.
So 5-all as we close in on 8 o'clock Eastern time. Dave Benz, Chad Edwards, Melissa McCurley, glad to have you along for the 2024 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. Nice shot down the line by Andre.
Yeah, Frazier knows that wasn't the best spot or best ball to try to speed up off. Let's push back away from the kitchen line, hit that one a little bit more on the back foot. So it was elevated. I ask you, pretty easy to get on top of and pass Frazier back down the line. It's a little rare to see so many unforced errors coming out of J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, certainly it is unusual, not a lot of that coming from JW, but I think, there is Tardio and Deasco doing a good job of really keeping some imbalance here, not being predictable in their game strategy.
I kind of wonder on that last unforced if Tardio had been back on the baseline and he sprinted up to the kitchen, if JW maybe took a glance at that, and that's what triggered the miss hit. And now the side out will get it back over to Frazier and Johnson at 5-6-1. And JW misfires there.
Yeah, the defense from Deasco and Tardio make you go for a little bit more.
Is that out? Second serve.
And Johnson going for that shorter court angle.
So we will be knotted at 6.
6-6-2.
Good adjustment there from Johnson. He has sprayed a couple of those attacks. This time just bringing the chest and chin a little bit further over the toes. And now that ball, he's getting on top of it, hitting through it rather than hitting up at it.
And for the first time tonight, it is Frazier and Johnson with a lead. So Deasco and Tardio want to talk it over here in Naples.
Pickleball Channel is proud to bring you all the action from Naples, Florida of the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. More great content is on the way. Matches, tips, instruction, inspiring stories, and more. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow on all your favorite social media platforms and at pickleballchannel.com.
Receivers, 1 timeout remaining. Servers, 2 timeouts. You are the correct server. 7, time in, 7-6-2. Side out.
The timeout does its job as Andre and Gabe will get the serve back.
Oh, nice ball there from Johnson. Stays a little bit more compact, doesn't try to put as much power on it, add some spin.
Knotted at 7.
7-7-2.
Defense from Tardio. Tough ball that he picked up from in the baseline, dropped it into the kitchen. Johnson tried to rush that one as Tardio and Deasco were charging up to the kitchen line. Wow.
Well, 3 straight points on 3 straight serves, and they are now 2 points away from the championship. Excuse me. 2 points away from getting this to a 3rd game, I should say, after Dylan and JW.
No. You were right the first time. Don't second guess yourself, Dave.
I got my names wrong at the top of my
You've been
sheet.
wrong most of this week, but this time you were right.
Yeah. I get one a day, the truck's telling me. I'll take my mulligan.
What a rundown by Andre Deasco.
ATP, well defended by Dylan.
Oh, it's in.
Oh, that's in 2. Oh, my gosh. How did he do it?
yourself the ball that Tario somehow kept in down the line. And then this one. Ball's behind him. You see that wrist break, and Diescu keeps it in the court.
7-9-2.
And championship point is getting oh so close. And Diescu, that one out of bounds though.
8-9-2.
So it's 1 point closer at 8-9. Andre, the Ernie.
And what anticipation by Andre Diescu.
That ball was past Frazier before he even knew it. I don't even think I saw where that ball landed. I think it was in.
Yeah, it touched the baseline barely. Cardio off the net, and JW says thank you very much.
Yeah, Tadio just tried to rush that speed up a little bit, stood up tall, so it flattened out, caught the net cord. Diescu just tells him it's okay, calm down a little bit. Frazier was on that, but the ball from Diescu just got far enough past him.
10-8-2 championship point. Not so fast.
Diescu wants that one back. Just ran through it.
Frazier and Johnson. Back to within one.
And this crowd would certainly like to see some more pickleball this evening. Perfect, beautiful evening, Dave.
I would have zero objection to seeing this thing go 3. 10-9 and a timeout being taken here on championship court.
Pickleball Channel is proud to bring you all the action from Naples, Florida of the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. More great content is on the way. Matches, tips, instruction, inspiring stories, and more. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow on all your favorite social media platforms and at pickleballchannel.com.
And there we get a look at referee Gail Scavangelli, who just went out of screen. There's Gail. Also one of the head referees for the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships.
She's been yelled at a few times this week. Thankless job, that one, of not only a referee, but being a head referee and referee coordinator.
9-10-2. And we will get another championship point opportunity here.
And you can kind of really feel the energy building from the crowd.
Oh, Tadio rushes that speed up again, and it's over the high, trying to go over the high part of the net.
And how good was that by JW, by the way? Going out of bounds, he hit a shot that they couldn't really attack, so he could get back in. So championship point number 3. And we will not be done just yet. 9-10-1. thought Dylan first hit it, it was going to be done, and then there was a return, and now we're tied. Extra pickleball. Why not? Must win by 2.
Yeah, and you can see both teams being a little more conservative, Chad.
Yeah, nobody wants to pull that trigger and make the mistake.
10-10-2.
Another look at that ball. It was way out.
The X40 replay.
Uh-oh. Just a little too delicate there from Diascu, trying to just bump that over the net.
11-10-2.
And now Frazier and Johnson with a game point to get this to a third. JW, too good. Why not, guys? Let's go one more.
Let's go.
I don't think this crowd is disappointed at all to see this match go one more game.
And it's an excellent step across there from JW Johnson to set up the pump-up. Just a few too many errors from Taddeo and Diascu down the stretch.
JW, some unforced errors early, but he's been good late. We'll go to the third.
Don't leave pickleball behind when you leave the court. Pickleball Channel gives you the world of pickleball in your hands, covering the entire sport. Dive deep into the world of pickleball and keep your game going with Pickleball Channel.
I'd like to see the unforced errors for Diascu and Taddeo and just how many it was down the stretch when they had the opportunities to finish the game and take the championship.
They had 3 championship points. And an early lead here for Dylan and JW.
And it'll be interesting, Chad, to see how Taddeo responds to this pressure.
Beat up by
nice
Andre.
get from Frazier.
Yeah, it really was. Now he's back on the baseline.
The ball was just out.
Andre Diascu making an appeal to the referee Gail Scavangelli, and she immediately agreed the ball was out.
Ooh,
not by much.
Just.
And a firefight at the net. And put into the net by Taddeo. 3-0 Frazier Johnson.
Three, 0-2.
Johnson, both of them scrambling, both of them off, out from the court.
JW gets handcuffed on that one, and the side out will get it over to Andre and Gabe.
0-4-1.
Such quick hands on display. Diascu finally puts it into the net.
Zero, 4-2.
And 4-0 as the serve goes back over to JW and Dylan, who suddenly have all the momentum. We will get an end change at 6.
Good setup there from Diascu. Catches Johnson while he's still moving through the transition area. I don't even know how JW Johnson hit that second speed up back at Diascu.
With a backhand, no less. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
I mean, just the strength in the wrist is ridiculous.
That one was a winner for Diascu.
Well, he kept it away from the backhand of Johnson.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Just out of his reach.
My goodness.
0-5-1. Second serve.
Tardio tries to go for the two-handed speed up and puts it into the top of the net.
0-5-2. Side out.
Good reach in there from Johnson. Elevates it up
5-0-1.
into Diascu's body.
Second serve.
Dylan into the net, so move to the second serve.
5-0-2.
And there is the 6th point to get us to the end change.
6-0-2. Change ends. 1 minute.
Multiple championship points, and
Time
then you
6-0.
go ahead and lose that. Now it's hard to pick yourself up and really get back in the right frame of mind.
And conversely, the confidence sky high right now for Dylan and JW after battling back from the brink.
Yeah. And that timeout didn't help in trying to gain any shift in momentum. And they're just feeling it.
Yeah, Johnson reading that speed up from Tardio, perfect.
8-0-2.
Yeah.
Dylan couldn't quite get that one.
No, great job by Diascu and Tardio keeping Johnson and Frazier back.
0-8-1.
Oh.
Second serve.
Move to the second serve.
0-8-2.
Oh, he tough pickup there for Johnson.
Well, and that will finally get a point on the board for Gabe and Andre.
And this crowd is getting behind that. They'd like to see a comeback.
1-8-2.
For a second, I thought I was going to have to bring up what happened in the men's senior doubles championship.
8-1-1.
Men's seniors doubles championship, the third game ended in a pickle.
Good hands there from Diascu.
8-1-2.
8-1-2. JW started the speed up and he finishes the speed up.
Yeah. 9-1-2.
That ball just died. It never came up.
Tardio and Diascu. A big hole to climb out of, but just happy for now to have the serve back.
Yeah, and Diascu thought he would take a chance with that speed up.
Yeah, Diascu did not disguise that speed up at all. Frazier read it perfectly.
Tardio kind of got caught with a tweener there. That was a nicely played shot. Now 9-1-1, and it is an emergency situation here for Tardio and Diascu, but they do force it to the second serve.
9-1-2. Side out.
Ooh. Not the side out that Johnson and Frazier wanted. Want to try to keep this momentum going.
1-9-1.
Nice job to lay off that.
Yeah, but I like it, Chad. I mean, you're down 1-9. You know, you got to try to do anything that might create an opportunity for you to get a momentum shift.
Johnson doesn't even look like he has to put much effort into that power right there, but it's all about the load and how compact that swing is.
9-1-1.
Nice reach in, speed up there from Frazier. Gets it behind. Tardio brings up championship point.
Fourth championship point of the match, but the first for JW and Dylan.
Oh, get out. How did Johnson get that?
Great defense.
Oh, Frazier wanted to speed that up. He changed his mind and then decided to try to just bump it behind Diascu, and all momentum had stopped on his paddle.
10-1-2. This is match point number 5 overall. And there it is. Battling back after being on the brink 3 times. Frazier and Johnson with a resounding 11-1 finish in Game 3. And they are your 2024 men's doubles champions.
Yeah, and so I know that Daescu and Tardio are going to look back at that Game 2 where they had those 3 championship points, try to figure out where they lost that opportunity. This is now the 3rd time in a row, Dave, that they have lost to J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier. I know that's going to be extremely disappointing to them. I know Daescu would have loved to have repeated here as the men's doubles champion.
What a finish to our final match of the 2024 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. We will hear from both sides coming up after this timeout.
Pickleball Channel is proud to bring you all the action from Naples, Florida of the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. More great content is on the way. Matches, tips, instruction, inspiring stories, and more. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow on all your favorite social media platforms and at pickleballchannel.com.
Yeah, Frazier and Johnson just came out aggressive in Game 3 and really put the pressure on Daescu and Tardio. And it was a little bit of a momentum shift and a mental shift as well after Daescu and Tardio had 3 championship points, weren't able to pull it off. And that really got the momentum swing in the direction of Frazier and Johnson. Fantastic performance by both teams, but it's Frazier and Johnson that were just too strong on the day.
Yeah, and let's do the post-match interviews. We've been unable to locate Gabe, but Andre is here, and Andre Daescu, another silver medal on Championship Saturday. I know this is not the way you wanted this Saturday to go, but to have a chance to be out there and be a part of this on this Championship Saturday, I know it means a lot.
For sure, it was a special experience. You know, I want to thank the crowd, everybody who came out. I want to thank the tournament organizers. I want to thank the volunteers. Everybody who's doing all the hard work behind the scenes. It's been 7 busy days of pickleball. I've been here since Sunday night. Had a lot of fun playing. Not the way I wanted to finish, but yeah, I just want to thank everyone for making this possible, and want to thank my sponsors as well for allowing me to do what I love.
I do need to ask you about that second game. You had 3 cracks at finishing this thing off, and they slipped away. How tough was it for you guys to rebound after that?
You know, the momentum just went the other way. They started very well in Game 3. We were trying to, you know, to get back into it. Couldn't build any momentum, but just props to them, really competitive players. You know, we opened the door a little bit, and they just slammed it wide open and took it away from us. But, you know, Gabe is a young guy. I still think I have a lot of good years left in me, so we're going to be back.
All right, let's hear it for Gabe Tardio and Andre Daescu as they will get, I guess you'll accept the medal on behalf of Gabe as well, as they are your 2024 Minto US Open silver medal winners here in the men's doubles, and a fantastic opportunity for them. And we'll do some more pictures in a moment, but first let's bring in our gold medalists as we need Dylan Frazier and J.W. Johnson to step up here. Just a fantastic finish for them here on this Saturday night to be able to get this thing to the finish line, coming all the way back from the brink at the end of that second game. As Dylan, you go right over here. Being in the middle is awkward when you're doing the interview. Let's start with you, Dylan. You heard me ask Andre. They had 3 chances to close it out. What were you guys saying to each other at that point?
Yeah, we were just going to try to fight through those few points. Andre and Gabe, phenomenal players, pushed us to the limit there. Could have gone either way for sure, so just tried to buckle down, not make any mistakes, obviously, in that moment, and just try to trust the process.
And JW, you had a few unforced errors early in that match. It seemed like you found your groove a little bit later.
Yeah, I was trying to force the issue a little too much, so I decided to play a little more patient, a little more dinking, and wait for the right minute to speed up, so waited for that.
And you guys have won 3 straight matches now against them. You feel like, you know, you've got their number?
I don't know. I mean, it's always a battle. It almost always goes 3 games. So, I mean, they play incredible. We just have to play our game every time.
Dylan, to be a gold medalist here at this tournament, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. I remember watching this tournament when I was, you know, a 3.5 player, working my way up through the rankings and coming and being a fan on Saturday night, watching the men's doubles finals. So cool to be able to play on that stage myself. Thanks to all the volunteers here, the tournament organizers, and the physical therapists. They worked a number on me this week. So thanks to everybody. It was really fun.
Congratulations to the two of you. Terry Graham will come in and present the gold medals to your 2024 men's doubles champions. They will also take home a prize of nearly $15,000, part of the $150,000 prize pool this year at this year's tournament. They'll get the Skechers footwear, the official footwear of the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. One more time, for those of you here, let's have a round of applause for our gold medalists on this Saturday night, wrapping it up. And that is going to finish our coverage here from the 2024 Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. It's been so much fun bringing you the coverage all week long. And for our fantastic crew, thanks so much to everybody. Terry Graham and Chris Yvonne putting on such a great show for everybody. I'm Dave Ben saying so long. We'll see you next time right here in Naples, Florida come 2025.